to Making with Minnie, but you've just caught me playing my fishing game. And guess what? We've got some fishing things happening today. Did you all have a wonderful Easter and get lots of Easter eggs? Now, that naughty Rita, did you see her last week eating all those Easter eggs from the Easter egg hunt? I don't think she saved any for Helen, did she? I think that was a bit naughty. I hope you shared yours this week. We've got lots of fun things to do, all to do with fish. And now we're just going to hear our little Bible story. It's slightly different this week. We're going to get you to watch this little video. So we'll hand over to them.
We'd been out all night fishing and we'd caught nothing, not one fish. And you know, it's hard work fishing. And we were tired and we were hungry. And to be honest, I'd given up. Not one fish. It was soul destroying, really was. And what with that and all that had been going on with Jesus dying and then appearing to us and then disappearing again. Such an emotional roller coaster it was. I mean, we were exhausted. Anyway, it was beginning to get light, and we could see a vague kind of outline of a man over on the shore. Nothing out of the ordinary, but then he shouted to us. He said, "Friends, have you caught any fish?" We didn't even know who this joker was, and there he was, making fun of us. So together we shouted back, "No, not one!" And we thought that would be the end of it. But then he shouted back again. He said, "Take your nets, throw them onto the right side of the boat." Who was this guy? We couldn't believe it. As if throwing them on the other side of the boat would make a difference. He clearly wasn't a fisherman. And we were. We knew what we were doing. And we'd been out there all night, fishing on all the good bits. Not one fish. And then he thought putting it over the other side would make that much of a difference. Ridiculous, really. But then we thought, well, what have we got to lose? We didn't have any fish anyway. So we thought we'd give it a go. And we hauled in the nets, threw them out the other side. And then it was incredible. The nets, they were full to bursting, heaving with fish. 153 of them there were. We counted. Couldn't believe it, could not believe it. That is the biggest haul we've had in ages. And I knew then, it's Jesus. Who else could do something like that? And then I just wanted to be on the shore with him. So I threw off my coat and jumped into the water. And it was freezing. But I was so excited because I thought it had been a dream when we'd seen him before. But no, he'd come back to life. And he was there, just standing there on the shore in front of me. I mean, it's just incredible. And the other fellas, they followed me in on the boat and they dragged the net in and they were lucky it didn't even rip. Amazing. What Jesus had made, he'd made a little fire and he put some bread on there and had some fish cooking already. And we added some of our catch and we ate breakfast together. We were all just pretty much speechless we were. I mean, how amazing is Jesus?
Wasn't that a great story? all those fish they caught, and to have breakfast with Jesus on the beach too. I wonder if any of you have had barbecues this weekend. We didn't, because we didn't have any gas, but never mind. Jesus cooked that lovely breakfast for them, for all those fish they caught. Can you remember how many? I think they said 153. That is so many fish. But we can make one fish this week. Guess what we need? We need our trusty cereal box, and we need our pair of scissors, and we need our glue stick, and we need some colouring pens. This one's just a black one, just to do his eye, or you can use some crayons. And how many of you have had a few of these this Easter? A few Easter eggs? I bet you have. Now, we're not going to use the Easter eggs, but we do need to use the shiny paper that's on them. So I've got some bits of shiny paper here. It doesn't matter if it's got writing on, as long as it's all nice and coloured. Take your cereal box, and we need to cut it into a fishy shape. Here's one I did earlier. So there's our fishy shape. I think he can't see very well, can he, at the moment? So I think he might need an eye. Nice big eye on him. There we go. I spy with my little eye. Something beginning with fish. Yep, here we go. So lots of glue all over. And then I normally start at the tail end with some nice orangey colours, but it doesn't really matter. Just do it however you want. And then you finish off the rest of your fish, and you've got a really nice shiny fish. There's our finished fish. You can go swimming in the sea, or perhaps you'd like to hang him in your window with your rainbows and the other things you've made. And guess what? You've still got your egg left to eat because you've only used the foil. Well done, everyone. So stick those in your window next to your rainbows, and you've got something else to remember the story this week. I think it's time for us to have a fishy game now. Can you see what I have here? I've got some little fish shapes, and they're just cut out of paper, or I was very clever earlier, I printed some off the internet and coloured those in. So anything will do, some little bits of fishy paper. We've got two different games. One game, we can line up all our fish, and if you've got a straw, or if you can puff, if you can blow like that, but I like to do it with a straw. So here we go. You can have a race, so you can have Mum and Dad next to you with their straws too. Are you ready? Steady, go! I think I won! There's only me playing. Never mind. Okay, so our other game we can do with the same fish. Don't forget, if you've got your crayons, you can colour them in and make them more pretty. So I need a bowl. So what I'm going to do, can you suck in a straw this time? Like when you're sucking your drink. So are you ready? Steady. There you go. You can have a race and see who can get the most in there. So that's our games. Well done, everyone. I know when we come to the end of our session the last few weeks, we've had a prayer time, and we're going to have a slightly different prayer time this week. Do you remember earlier you had your little fish shapes? So you need some fish shapes like that again. So you can make them out of big bits of paper, folded in half. So you need to fold it quite small. So fold it in half, fold it in half, and even in half again, I think. And then you need your scissors. So just chop the end off. And then we'll make our fish shape. I bet you're wondering, how is a fish going to help us to pray? But here we go, we've got our fish shape. Now what I want you to do, I want you to think of all the people you want to pray for this week. It might be you want to pray for a school friend, or it might be you want to pray for a grandma, grandpa, or somebody who you know in your street who's not very well this week. So what I want you to do, I want you to write their name on here. So we've written the name of the person that we want to pray for on the fish. So then we curl it up on our pen. I think perhaps not too tightly. And there we are, we have our fish. I'm going to put him in the water. And let's see what happens. Just wait, just wait. It takes a few minutes. But there we go. The fish is opening up. And as the fish uncurls, the prayers for that person will go up to heaven. Isn't that a wonderful thing? So if you want to do that this week, put the name of a person you want to pray for and put your fish in the water, and then all our prayers will go up to heaven. So we just thank God for that. Amen.